Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Deveter, and this is
Let's Chat.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, Mommy.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's going good?
It's definitely going.
Okay. I think it's interesting that we always start the show the same exact way.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. So glad you are able to join us here today for another episode of Let's Chat. Leah, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be talking about trust.
Trust.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing.
What is trust?
My definition
Uh-huh.
of trust is an obligation that you put on a person. So
Wow.
something that they are obligated to hold to you.
Something they are obligated to hold to you. Give me an example.
We just did an episode about sex.
We did do an episode about sex.
Right.
We will make sure we link to it in this video so that you can watch Leah talk about sex.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting show. Anyway.
So we just did an episode about that. And with sex, you have to put your trust in another person that they may respect you, your body, your emotions, all that kind of thing.
Yes.
So trust and respect kind of
Go hand in
go hand
hand.
in hand.
I think so. How do you think people break trust?
I feel like with certain people, because as your own individual person, you can build levels of your trust in your relationships. So for me, I only have one shot. Because if you do one
Only
thing,
one,
then
Leah?
I don't know.
What happened to 3 strikes? You're out.
It's looking like one.
It's
The way
one
people are
strike?
moving.
Oh, my Lord. Okay.
Because it's like, if I trust you with something and you, like, let's say a secret, and you're not supposed to tell anyone, and I find out from another person that you told them, like, and I trusted you with that you would keep that to yourself, hold that with just between us, and you told someone, that's just like,
So
I don't know
you're-
if I can tell you anything anymore. Like,
Right. That's understandable. I think, excuse me, I agree. I don't know if I would shut him off after
maybe
one.
a calm 2.5. let me rephrase that.
I do think it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
So if there's something dire going on in my life and I share it with somebody and they, have diarrhea of the mouth and they're telling everybody,
Yeah.
I know with that person, I can't tell them things that I don't want anybody else to hear.
Yeah.
And so my level of trust for them definitely diminishes for sure. But I think I remember my Nana, your grandmother, my mother, told your dad, I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to.
That's real.
Right? And so I think in relationships, any kind of relationships, friendships, platonic,
All that good stuff.
all that good stuff, all the relationships, even in family relationships,
course.
the trust can be broken. Not sure if somebody is doing something they're not supposed to do with the money. And, there are different levels of trust. And I agree that, if I discover that our trust has been broken, like our relationship is on shaky ground, I agree with you on that.
Because definitely with like the shaky ground thing, like if you really do, because trust is really important in relationships. Like that's one of the main things that's holding it together.
Yeah.
So if you're like starting to chip away at the trust part of it, then is there really anything else like
In a relationship.
holding it? And that trust also goes with loyalty too. Like
What is loyalty in your opinion?
loyalty is like, I can't even think of a definition right now.
Okay. So
Like words are escaping me. But
So for me, the one person in my life who has been very consistent is your dad. We've been
Good guy.
together for a very long time.
Mad long.
Speaking of which, shout out to the Bone Squad. We are repping their shirts today. If you're watching on video, we'll make sure we're linked to some of their great music in our comments. But he is a one constant in my life for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And his level of loyalty is insane. So there's one specific thing outside of our relationship, but just him as a person, right? So we have been with T-Mobile since before they were T-Mobile. Like he has been He has never switched to Verizon. Yeah. He's never switched to AT&T. Yeah. He never got swayed to move to another brand of anything. Like, he is a brand loyalist, right? And so I feel like loyalty is when, even though, you know, there may be some bumps in the road, you stick with that person. Yeah. No matter what may be going on. Now, of course, you know, you want to be mindful of your loyalty, right? Everybody shouldn't have your loyalty.
Because some people be crazy. And they're not loyal to you, so you shouldn't be.
Girl.
Yeah.
So, yes, your loyalty is, you know, when you find out, let's say if you are loyal to a particular product, right? And then you discover, like you back in elementary school, you did a whole thing on Aveeno, I think it was. Yeah. And you found out that they tested on animals or something like that, right? So if you were an Aveeno loyalist before you found out this information, and then you find out this information and you're like, oh man, like I don't want to align with a brand who is doing something to hurt people. So loyalty can go a very long way, but it could be causes to break your loyalty.
Yes.
That's my thoughts on loyalty.
Because loyalty is when you like stand by, like I'm gonna stick by this. So
but sometimes you have to
change.
You have to change
because people switch up. So.
People switch up. For real,
like
for real.
That's it. Like that's what they do, and it's not like you can do anything about it because it's them as a person. But people switch up.
Yeah, but what you do have control over is yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So you can control who you give your trust to. You can control who you give your loyalty to. And I would love to hear from our listeners and our viewers to find out, like, how have you defined your trust and your loyalty? Yeah. How does it impact your relationships? You know, all the relationships. It could be even work stuff.
Of course.
You know what I mean? With bosses, do you trust them? How do you know you should trust them? Are they just out for themselves? Or, you know, are they really looking out for your best interest? Yeah. Trust is heavy.
Okay, one thing that I wanted, when I thought about this topic, I came to mind because there's just an incident at my school with nudes being leaked.
Oh. What happened? Ooh, she's sitting back, y'all.
Yo, it was crazy. But it was like the middle school part of the school. So we're like, what's happening with the 7th and 8th graders, yo? Like,
the babies.
What y'all doing? Yeah, some girl. So basically this girl sent news to her boyfriend or whatever. And she trusted him with it. And he sent it around on Snapchat.
Wait, did you say she sent nudes?
Yes. So that was the first problem. Okay. We can't go back from there.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, so...
On Snapchat?
It was real bad. It was real bad. It was just, like, everywhere, and we were like, oh, my goodness.
Well, first of all, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's
illegal. You can go to jail for that.
Juvie,
all of that. So let's not... First of all, young ladies and young men, please do not send naked pictures of yourself to anybody.
Digital footprint. They can find you.
They can find it. Does, even though Snapchat says it goes away, nothing ever goes away because what is the first thing y'all do?
Like save it.
You save it and you take a screenshot. Everything gets screenshotted. Yeah. We see that in the news. Like the Fox News people had to give up their text messages and people are taking pictures and keeping it. This stuff does not go away. So be mindful. Yeah. Of what you're sharing over the internet. It doesn't go away.
It does not.
It doesn't go away. And somebody's going to find it.
Job, college, something.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
You're like, oh, man. Well, okay, so that was the first part. You just shouldn't be doing that. But the way that you trusted a 13-year-old boy, that was the second problem. Yeah. That's really crazy to do.
Yeah. Oh, man. So all of you all found out, and you are in the 9th grade, so it's just going around the school. Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that.
So,
trust. Gotta be careful who you trust, people.
Don't be trusting everyone, because next thing you know, your business is all out in the open. Yeah. And everywhere. That's not good.
Whew. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad, again, that you have a mindset of knowing the difference between trust and loyalty and who to give both of those things to. Yeah. Good stuff, Leah. Thanks for sharing about trust. Yeah. It's getting hot in here.
It's so toasty.
A little toasty.
If I do say so myself.
It is time for
some hot takes. Okay, let's find out for today.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Reality TV is stupid.
I agree.
Me too.
Okay. I do not watch reality TV.
Like, what do you gain?
First of all, I think when reality TV came out, it was reality TV, right? It was cameras following around people, capturing what they're doing and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Now reality TV, it's scripted. Yeah. Like, none of it is real. And you see at the end of the shows, they have the reunion shows and everybody's on the stage and they fighting and acting foolish and crazy and all of this kind of stuff. Like, it's because some writer said that this is a topic we should talk about. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't do reality TV. Kudos to those of you who watch it, enjoy it. My mother used to watch.
I feel like, why are you watching Love and Hip Hop? Like, change the channel. Do something. Like,
yeah, we don't do reality TV over here. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one is, hold on now. The Super Bowl is outdated.
Oh, the Super Bowl. So, I didn't watch the Super Bowl this year.
I just don't do sports. So.
Yeah, well, you do sports. You like basketball.
That's it. Like, let's be so serious. I'll go to a school game. I'm not going to be
in the stadiums.
Yeah. Cheering for a team.
Yeah. We're not sports. We're not a sports family.
We're not.
So the Super Bowl, back in the day, we used to watch it for the commercials, but I don't even know what commercials aired this year. Yeah. And we watch it for halftime. I did watch the halftime show on YouTube afterward, but I don't know if it's outdated. I think the sports fans would be like up in arms if they were like, we're going to discontinue the Super Bowl.
But like, it's just the way it's looking, it's going to be on like streaming now, not like TV.
Yeah.
So,
because, it used to be one of the highest grossing advertising opportunities for brands. But because the viewership has gone down, because people are cutting the cord, they don't have cable, they don't have, terrestrial television anymore, the advertisers aren't spending money like that. So, could be dead. Who knows?
Who knows? Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think about these hot takes.
Yep.
Cool beans. Thank you, Leah, for hanging out with me today.
It was a jolly time.
A jolly time talking about trust. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to this episode of Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. Leah, how can they find us?
They can find us on Instagram at Let's Chat _podcast.
And by the way, Leah has been doing some really cool things on our Instagram page for Black History Month. She has some really good topics on there. So please come and check out our Instagram page. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel.
It's free.
It's free. Hit the bell. You'll know when we go live.
Yep.
Thanks again for watching and listening, everyone.
Bye.